for television. It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic. Like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. He go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun Diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo.
Hello there.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Thank you very much for joining me.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará yìí.
Share the broadcast, invite everyone that needs to be here and those that probably should be here as well, because Maiyegun is here.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí.
That's true.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary.
Thank you very much. As you are joining the broadcast, like I said, share the broadcast, okay? Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you're watching from. And as usual, yes, this is Maiyegun live.
Ani Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Thank you.
Ani ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ani ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Thank you very much for joining me. So I'm going to open the line tonight. So which means I'm going to spend the first half an hour or possibly an hour of this first part of the broadcast, okay? And then I'll open the line for everyone who wants to probably add their own voice. To add their voice. So if you have read the caption of the broadcast, which is the rider, Buhari is in London resting or chilling while terrorists invaded a village in Katsina, where Buhari comes from. Yes. Femi Adesina said, you have not been encouraging him enough. 24 hours after making that statement, the terrorists, they struck again. As usual, some of you are probably bored with the news now that it doesn't really shock you anymore. But we are talking about, we are talking about human beings, yeah, which could be you at any point in time. Yes, they invaded Shemfida village in Jibia local government areas, area where they kidnapped 11 people. The number of the people they killed are yet to be ascertained. But human beings, Buhari is in London. I know say, you cannot shame the shameless, they say. But we should always remind the shameless about the shame that they are not shameless or let me say shameful of, so to say. So we're going to talk about that. Is here for medical, shameless people. And meanwhile, I don't know if it's just me or you feel the same. I have not heard from koolu and his team in the last 1 week. So and I felt maybe, if you don't see your neighbor, you should sometimes ask. We know that Buhari is in London chilling for medical. Maybe not. I have not seen koolu for a while, and we all know the drill. So I just thought I should remind you, I have not heard from koolu and his people in the last the last 1 week. So we'll talk about that. I also have some updates for you. In fact, maybe we should start from where the update I have for us. On our fundraiser, what has been going on behind the curtains, and where are we, and where are we headed? Where are we going in all of this? We chose to take a position, remember, as Yorubas in the diaspora, in collaboration with the Yorubas in Nigeria. And we decided that we're going to take a stand, change the direction of what this Yoruba nation truly should mean to an average Yoruba man or a Yoruba woman, a Yoruba son and a Yoruba daughter. So we want to change that. We decided that we're going to take a stand. So we started with our displeasure displeasure on the illegal detention of Oloye Sunday Igboho and so many other people that are being persecuted by Nigeria. So you see, all of this brought us together initially. And within 2 weeks, when we decided to intervene, when we said, no, we want to put our feet on ground and then put boots on ground, we're not just going to be talking anymore. Do you understand that now? How do we make the request for Yoruba nation, the peaceful referendum requested, how do we make it the, the mission, the goal, what else can I compare it to? The everything that an average Yoruba man, Yoruba woman can associate with, because it is theirs. How do you make them understand that? So we decided that we're going to take some few steps. So I spoke with Alana, Professor Banji Akintoye, for about 50 minutes today after our previous chats. And I'm going to tell you about what we discussed, briefly, and also to let you know that I will be bringing him here on MaiyegundsDiary Politico tomorrow, which is going to be on Sunday by 4 p.m. If you can set your time, if you set your time for Nigerian time, which is 4 p.m., so Alana said that would be the O'odua time. I said yes. Okay, 4 p.m., which is going to be 3 p.m. in the UK. There's so many things going on behind the scene, but you deserve an update on the one we are currently, involved actively, not the one we will be, we'll be getting involved in. So, and I think I should start my update from that. I think I should start my update from that. That's the most interesting part of this conversation tonight. Okay? Yeah, I think people agree with me that we should start from the updates. Yes. I also spoke with Oloye Sunday Igbowo Osha himself today. And the reason why I actually had that conversation with him was because of the upfront payment we gave to our lawyer. Are you with me? Hang on. Somebody is saying that the clock is changing tonight in the UK. I am not so conversant with that. So if I find out, I will possibly, you know what I mean? But let's start with the updates. It is the most important part of this conversation, okay, tonight. When we decided to get involved, we said we're going to raise money. And people said, yeah, let's do it. So many people agreed that we should do it. We should do that. We trust you, Maiyegun. We trust you, and we also trust your judgment, especially how you think we can turn this around. That was a huge responsibility, backed by over 700 people that cut across Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, and all of that. Go and check their names there. That was a huge responsibility, which I was so honored to take. Yes, I was so honored and still very much honored. So in 2 weeks, that mandate was backed with nearly £30,000. A ratio you can put at nearly 22 million naira. That was a statement, not even the money. And so far, so good, we have done well. What is the update? Yes, out there, we currently have over £27,000, I believe. £27,195. And from our PayPal receipts, I have not received any new donation. But the last time we calculated, we were somewhere around 3,746 or something. Then I got this £100 through the Diaspora Radio Cash Plus, £100. That was after the initial £50 that was donated by that our beautiful mother. You remember that that our lady who called twice and was so uncomfortable that she was unable to make contribution towards this fund. And I advised that she could make a bank transfer. Yes, that was the first one we got prior. And then I got another 100, which I also told you about. I've not received anything from them. That is why the give, send, go you have out there is the one that you can see easy update, because if anybody gives anything in there, you can easily tell, oh, the number has increased. However, what the give, send, go does is that, you see, when you make donation like that, they don't give that money to the receiver. They will keep it for 5 working days, which can be up to 7 working days, including weekends, to wait for you if you will change your mind. If you change your mind, you can easily go there and cancel your donation, and your money will be back in your bank. So that is why when they now release this fund, they don't release all you see out there. Do you understand? So far, so good. I have received over, let me give you a figure, 25,000. Not from just Give Send Go. I'm talking about from our PayPal and Give Send Go. I have received a total of £25,165. Now, I may not be able to give you the exact equivalent of that in Naira now, but I'll tell you what I have done so far. So we said that even though we set this up as a legal aid for everyone being persecuted, we also planned to at least, then we never knew that they will release Oloye Sunday Igboho this fast. Yes, they didn't let us even spend a dime to get him out. However, we all concluded that, listen, there are so many other things that Oloye Sunday Igboho will need personally. Many of them that we are willing to undertake or override for him based on our intervention plan. Well, in the last 1 week, from our fund, from our savings, from what I have been, from the funds released to me so far, I have managed on his own authorization, Igboho to start with. The first payment we made out of our money was to pay our lawyers, the ones we were gathering as the bulwark, as the tiger face that will champion and put action to our words. And it will no longer just be words on social media. There will be words with life of its own. On his approval, we gave 2 million naira as an upfront deposit of this legal team. They've actually been calling and texting. What do you want us to do now? What do you want us? Do you want us to return your money? I was like, you will have to hang on. I didn't give you that money on my own volition like that. It was because Oloye Sunday Igboho said he was comfortable with you and he would be happy to work with you. Now that the whole thing is no longer legal presently, I am going to need to consult with him before any other decision is taken about that money. Some of you have already told me, Maiyegun, we'll leave that money with that lawyer. No, it's not over. I know it's not over. But majority of what we are doing right now is pretty much about other arrangements. And the legal part of it is completely not that great or that useful right now as we speak. But there's always something I love. Ijawa, Ijaosi, always guiding. We have the money, and therefore, we should always be guided and ready. So until I spoke with Oloye Sunday Igboho, it was the first person I spoke to today. And from our conversation, it was very brief. And mind you, let me explain the money we've paid out first so that I'll get to the part of the conversation, okay? So yeah, we paid our lawyers up front, which we probably won't need for now. Then the welfare of the Oloye Sunday Igboho demanded then that, well, I asked, what else would you need? I mean, you are there. We can help if you want in any other way. And according to him, he would prefer we don't even touch the money. Leave it there. Let it rise. It is going to be useful. And because we trust you, because I trust you, Maiyegun, he calls me General. Because I trust you, don't give anybody anything. I don't really need anything. Then he agreed with me that even if he doesn't really need much, his welfare is still pretty much a top priority. This was a few hours before his release. And he agreed that we can make provision for his welfare. I'm not going to really go into details of that. However, so far so good. We have made provision of 2 million naira for his welfare, among other things, which I won't tell you for obvious reasons, right? We don't really have to say everything, do we? Good. So we've made that provision for him, making the money we've released with his authorization to 4 million naira. In my book, I'll give you the pound sterling equivalent soon. Then when Oloye Sunday Igboho was released on this platform, we agreed that even though we've always wanted to help, but we've never had a means of really reaching out to the leaders. I'm talking about the elders who have stood their ground around Oloye Sunday Igboho in their own best possible ways. They kept everything in the news. They kept the lawyers, they kept the wheels of the legal team rolling. And somehow, many people contacted me and they were like, we want to help. Maiyegun, do something. We couldn't because we had no clear communication with who at the time. People were doing these things in pieces, in piece by piece, which is part of why, as they all also agree, that it contributed to the slow way of how this whole thing has been going, including the legal parts. How can we be of help? On this platform, we agreed that even if it is going to be for a starter, why don't we take care of the welfare of Alana, as well as those who have been working with them? Whatever the cost is going to be, as long as it is within range, not alarming, why not, if not? So when you approve of that on this platform, what did I do? I reached out. In fact, they reached out to me because many of them are now watching MaiyegundsDiary Politico religiously. It is reliable. Maiyegun is dependable. He is trustworthy enough with everything that comes out of his mouth. He is not perfect, but he is tested and trusted. So they reached out. We watched your program on this and that. We can make an arrangement. I am personally in the know of the welfare of Baba. Oh, in fact, when it comes to his medical, when it comes to this and that, I was like, great. That's what we want to do. Our intention is not to override or, in fact, challenge or compete with those who have been doing this. And many of them have been doing it without any thanks. You know, they say it's a thankless job to say you want to liberate people. It will take time for them to trust you. And before you can hand that trust, it is a thankless job. So if they will appreciate us to be part of this, why not? So they made it happen. I spoke with Baba, as well as Professor Wale Adeniro. Yes, I spoke with the two of them. And they told me point blank where they would love us to be. Come on, if we want to come in when it comes to their welfare. That was when we gave approval to 1.7 million naira for that. So now put all this together, you'll be getting 5.7 million naira. That is possible because of your money, because of your generosity, and because of your faith. You know, I told you I don't have trust issue. Maybe because I don't have trust issue and I can actually work with everyone and anyone until they prove themselves otherwise. Maybe that is why I earn the trust of those who believe that I can also trust Maiyegun until he proves himself otherwise. So I earned it and I'm utilizing it. It is very powerful. And trust me, I cherish it. They appreciate it. They love it. And when I screamed out that we can use this momentum to build on something bigger, they couldn't resist. This guy, people have told me about him. He's so this and that. Why is everybody saying positive things about this guy? Of course, definitely. Maybe that is our prayer answered. Now they are coming up with something bigger. However, don't forget our 2 million naira that is still with the lawyer. That was what prompted my conversation with Oloye Sunday Igboho this morning. I had to talk to him. As I'm talking to you right now, my phone is ringing. That is the lawyer calling me because he missed my call. It was after I spoke with Oloye Sunday Igboho. I remember JJ, if he's watching. JJ said, Maiyegun, leave that money with that lawyer. He is going to be so useful. And we are not going to start any fundraiser to pay for lawyers. You see the money you have. If I have my way, if we have our way, keep it and keep the account of it. I don't know if many of you are actually reading the minds of Oloye himself, Igboho, or Igboho has been watching this program himself, right? So I spoke with him today. And guess what? When I asked, the lawyers want to know, what do you want to do with the money? And I think it's time we decide. You gave an approval for it. What do you think we should do? Straight to the point. Maiyegun, leave the lawyer. Leave the money. The 2 million, yes, leave him and leave the money. I don't know if the lawyer is even watching me right now. So if you are watching, sir, I was calling to tell you this, that we are going to have you to keep the money. Keeping the money on our behalf, so that when we now rearrange the entire house, we are looking for a responsible, fire blazing, no prisoner keeping law firm that believed in the legitimacy of people to demand for self-determination. And that is exactly what this chamber represents. So here I am. I have been given that clearance that the lawyer can keep the money, and he will even be paid more whenever his service is finally activated. Ijawa, Ijausi, always guiding. I love that. So let's put that into a figure in pound sterling. 5.7 million naira. In fact, it's 5.8 million naira. 5.7 million naira. And then if you had all of that in our own pound sterling, in my book, it simply put it at 7,933 pounds. Now that is clear. I mean, close to 8,000 pounds. Now, 8,000 pounds out of 25,100 and what have you that I have returned. So you can easily tell, Maiyegun, we know the balance because that's the balance. Take that out of the 25,000, you will get 17,000 and some change. That is where we are right now. How much do we have in our savings, Maiyegun? We have 17,000 pounds, clear. As we get to Monday, some of your donation, even though they have slowed down now, Give, Send, Go will begin to release them again. 200, 400, 600, 120, 47. That's how they release them in batches. And as they come in, I keep record of them. As I spend them, you get to know what we spend them on. Igbowo said, Maiyegun, don't give anybody any kobo again. And that's what I'm going to do for now. So you can go to sleep tonight and say, in the last 3 weeks, the Yorubas and their friends in the diaspora, they decided to intervene in the abuse of of human rights against the patriotic Yoruba sons and daughters who are bold enough to stand up and say, Omo Yoruba ni mi. And within that space, your money, my money, our money has managed to spend over 5.7 million naira. Now, who says there is no power in number? Who says there is no power in unity? If you are looking for unity that is practicable, then maybe you should join MaiyegunsDiary Politico and see how it works. Do you understand that? Just see how it works. It is black and white. Anything else that is becoming abracadabra, grammar, and economically 25% this and that story. If I cannot be this clear, anything else na story. Now, how can we use this momentum and then move from complainers to the changers? If it is not working, fix it. If it is not fixable, break it totally. And that is the state Nigeria is. The unity of purpose, the unity of mission, the goal that says our liberty is more supreme than any other arrangement that is contrary to that. Anything that makes us secondary is not in our interest. If they tell you Yes, Yoruba is great, Yoruba is this, but you know what? As Nigeria is bigger as a country, we should come together. That is undermining who you are. And the only way to stop them is to what? Is to move from complainers to changers. We will change it. Whatever it takes. It took us 3 weeks to change a lot of perceptions and, ideas and feelings and all of that. 3 weeks. That is something that those who work with numbers, statistics, they will sit down and be like, wow, how did you do that? It's because people have always wanted it. Can't you see that? Oh, let us raise money, let us do this and that, blah, 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 blah. And then boom, 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 everywhere, bust. Over 22 million naira raised within 3 weeks. Conveniently, comfortably, like saying nothing. Because people wanted it. You wanted it. That's why you dipped your hands into your wallet. You brought out your own credit card, debit card from wherever you are all over the world, and you took those links with faith because you wanted it. How can we then make that have the life of its own? Right there in Yoruba land. Now imagine that. Just imagine it. 10 million Yorubas. They want Yoruba nation. How do you think Nigeria, I'm talking about the politicians, even Yoruba politicians who have been part of this rigged system, how do you think they can contain and suppress 10 million people who want something? That is the practicability of my theory. And if you still don't believe in it, you are not paying attention. You are not. It is not even the money. How much did they raise? Oh, they raised 30,000 pounds. It is not the money. Go and look at the numbers behind the money. One person can give us 30,000 pounds. How much is 20 million naira? There are people who are Yorubas who believe that Yorubas should have it better than what we have in Nigeria today. And nobody is pushing that. What they are pushing is that Yorubas should take what they have and be contented with it and wait for the better time. In the future, maybe something will happen. In fact, maybe a Yoruba president will make them better. No. There are Yorubas who believe that Yorubas deserve better. But there are no real people pushing that with Nigeria. They have the money. They can write the check of, I mean, on this MaiyegundsDiary Politico, some of you are watching me. You can write a check of 10 million. I can bet it. I can bet it right here if it was actually like they want to do it publicly this way. I bet it. There are people who can write a check of 10 million, and they are more than 100 watching this broadcast right now. So go and check the numbers. They are made up that money. Over 700 people. Some people donated 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. With one belief, this money where they put here, it will be effective. And it is effective today. I can't tell you how much of this welfare, Oloye's welfare, that 2 million naira is going into. And how much that is also going to affect the entire advocacy generally. You know, when Igboho is safe and sound, that we know that it's completely safe and sound, no threat of anybody saying, they want to rendition him, or they want to kidnap him and force and take him to this and that, to save everybody from that agony, from that kind of fear. When we have now taken care enough that Igboho is completely safe, you will see the effect of that in the long run. But your money make it possible for us to get involved. And there is no time that Igboho is on the phone that is not so happy. You get what I mean now? And possibly, if I can talk him into it, I can talk him and say he should possibly call into MaiyegundsDiary Politico, just to let you all know that how grateful and how happy he is and how confident, knowing that When I tell you, I say, Oloye, we have this, and that. Oh. And that means if you change it to your Naira, it is this amount. Oh. So I want you to put your mind at rest. Whatever you need, anything you need, just ask. And before you know it, it will be there, because I know a lot of things going on right now. Your money made that happen. Your £1, £5, £10, $10, $20, 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira, all of those things, all of them made that happen. And it's still going to do more. We are going to embrace this momentum. Do you know another advantage of this is that apart from money, the number of people, 700 people, 700. We can turn it into 7 million. Imagine if 7 million people now say they want Yoruba nation, and they now put their resources together. Hey, 7 million. 1 million of you all over the world. 6 million back in Yoruba land. I'm trying to imagine it. And I am encouraging you to just close your eyes and imagine that for a minute. And just, do this. Just close your eyes and do that. And see an open land where you see sea of heads. Yeah, sea of heads. You can't identify any face. You can't recognize many yet. But as you close the eyes, imagine a space of 7 million people. You know, I once told us here that the resources of Yoruba land is not the gold, it's not the oil, it's not all the resources they are talking about, the natural resources. It is the human resources. If there is an ideology that can make that 7 million committed like the 700, it is finished and it is over. And that is something that is huge. And social media will play a big role in achieving that. With what we have done so far, so good. I want you to imagine it. Same way I imagined what it would be like if we all come together and not just talk. This time around, walk the talk. And before I could open my eyes, you made that happen. It is happening. Yes, it is happening. Many of us were so happy that they 100% believe that it was because of our action on MaiyegundsDiary Politico. That is why Benin Republic released Oloye Sunday Igboho. I don't want to burst your bubble, okay? It's a very good feeling. It could be part of it, but it is actually not the main reason, right? But it simply means our move is positive. Before we even start, we have been receiving positive and positivity. Now we have to build on it. We'll build on it. There's a lot that is going to go into this. So when I spoke with Alana, Professor Banji Akintoye today, he was so thankful as well. He was so grateful. And they have decided that they are already muting an idea where we can have what they call Yoruba Rescue Fund. And I love the idea. The idea is to ensure that, because if you begin to probe, you will realize that even if there are people who have their own misunderstandings in this Yoruba struggle, do you understand? There are different groups whose goal is to enlighten, advocate, and then realize the independence Yoruba nation. So part of the in-house, kind of infighting stuffs and all of that has also slowed down. They've slowed down the progress of this kind of advocacy back in Nigeria, online, even outside Nigeria. So one thing about this Yoruba Rescue Fund, when they brought the idea to me, was that it's good. It simply means it can bring everybody together, letting them know that if Yorubas raise money, they want to raise that money for the Yorubas' cause. They are not raising the money just because of their love for one individual or two individuals. They want everybody who is interested in the, in the emancipation of the Yoruba land, genuinely, who can push the fight to the forefront and get supported. They will get the support from us. So people go in there, and if you can see what we have done so far, apart from us who are the Yorubas, you have all other friends of ours who also believe in what we are doing. They supported them, they supported it with their own resources and all that. So the idea is to make sure that everyone who believes that, yes, we must have that conversation, the referendum conversation, and then the living of Nigeria conversation. We must have that. So this kind of idea can bring everybody together, because I know all of you watch me. You all watch me here. You know, they usually just, when they watch Maiyegun, right, this faction or that part or this part, they will pick up whatever they think is plausible to their own side. They will be like, hey, yeah, I agree with Maiyegun. Or others will feel like, oh, Maiyegun is tilting towards this side more than us. So Maiyegun is, you know what I mean? See, look at me here, right? Like I said, I don't have any trust issue. If your agenda is indeed for the sake of the Yoruba people, then you have to be ready to work with others too, okay? That's the point. You must also drop your own, if you have trust issues. I know everybody have history, okay? And many of you have your histories as recent as recent as 2022. But listen to me, right? I believe that we are not going to need saints. We are not looking for saints to come and lead and then, advocate for the Yoruba, referendum and all that. Yeah. We are not looking for saints. We are looking for responsible people who are also going to show to us that they are responsible for all their actions and all of that, and responsible to the people they claim that they want to free. I love the fact that if you have people on your side, the battle is half won. So I don't care about your history. I don't care about your fight. I don't care about your differences, right? If you still strongly believe that a Yoruba nation is a necessity, yeah, then you should bring yourself and brace yourself into the whole arrangement so that you can find a role or a place fitting into somewhere and help make this make sense. Do you understand? So that's what I'm going to be discussing with Professor Banji Akintoye tomorrow when he showed up, when it comes on MaiyegundsDiary Politico, to talk more about what they think, where and how they think we can be of help, or how we can be involved, or in all of this. And the part of what he told me was that they have all this whole thing mapped out. There is going to be committees for this or that. Their job is to go on and deliver, get supported. And when they deliver, they come back and report that. In it all, we want to see things happening. How do we make sure of that? That is the coordination that we'll be discussing on MaiyegundsDiary Politico tomorrow. So, yeah, that's where we are. And if you have any question for me, yeah, you can always pick that call. I'll pick up your phone. And it's always WhatsApp call, remember? Okay? You can always pick up your phone and talk to me, all right? I know I told you I was going to use half an hour, but it's actually worth it, because this is why most of you are actually here. You just want to know, Maiyegun, what's going on? What should we know? What's going on? I mean, what's the latest? The latest is that we are fine, okay? We are fine. Some of what they are doing behind the scene, right? Some of them are better left completed before we tell you about them. I actually love that, okay? It's so sad that Oloye Sunday was discussing with me on Friday, a week before it was released. We were talking, and then we were talking about the lawyer and what we're going to do and all that, right? And at that point, it was like, you know what? They gave me this deal. You see, this deal I have signed it. I've done everything. They're going to let me go unconditionally and all of that. And so I'm thinking we should wait before we launch any legal attack. I said, well, that's fine. How long? I mean, till when? He said, well, I expect them to come back to me on Thursday. So by Thursday, we'll know if I'm going to be released or not. So maybe we're going to need a lawyer or not. So on Thursday, no, they didn't give him that deal. Why? Somehow, some people who heard about it, they broke the news. The Benin Republic, when many of you in Nigeria, when many people in Nigeria who don't want Igboho, who thought Igboho was going to die in prison in their own warped imagination, right? Benin Republic media was awash with the plan that Igboho was going to be released. I don't even know how Nigeria media missed that, right? So when that news broke in Benin Republic, somehow, their president decided that, no, it's not going to be released that time. And in fact, it's never going to tell anyone when it's going to be released. So on Friday, when I was talking to him, I said, well, I have the lawyer on the phone. Now, I have the lawyer on the phone. What do you think? This deal didn't come. It seems like the same deal they offered you in December, that it didn't come, that didn't happen. So what do you think? Was like, Maiyegun, go ahead. I told you, I reported back to you that time, yeah? But I didn't tell you that it was going to be released. Reason is because some information are better left to be matured, completed. Yes, some people may be in haste simply because they will listen, they will hear it and they will like, hey, yeah, is that all right? Is that true? No, they will burst into town and all that. Most of those things always kind of, jeopardize plans. So the few that I know, you're not going to hear so many things from me. Some of them, you are going to see them as breaking news. I can tell you 100% that I am also involved. I'm talking about when it comes to his safety, his protection, and so many other things behind the scene. Yeah, I am 100% involved on your behalf because you gave me that mandate to get involved, and I am very, very much involved in that. So wait for that, and you can ask me any question or your own addition as well when we get to that part. So we're talking about Buhari in London, and we're also talking about koolu disappearing. Among it all, yeah, we don't know what is going on. Let me go and get some tea break. I will manage my next 10 minutes, right? I will try and manage that. When I manage my 10 minutes to just talk about this, I will open the line. I've missed talking to some of my friends. I've actually missed talking to you. So when I get back, we will continue. Don't go anywhere. So just one moment. I'm trying to see how to get you connected. I have a caller on the line. One moment, please. Oh no. That's the problem with this network. Hang on. Sorry, I'm going to manage this one for now, and then I'll try and use other means of connection. Okay, so can you speak louder? Sorry. Good evening to you, Baba.
Thank you very much. This is Tosan and thanks for the donation and the good work.
Thanks. Thank you, Baba.
I like your platform because this is Temple of Truth.
It is.
People trust and believe in you.
That's right, Baba.
There's a petition now that we need 5 million signatories.
That's right.
And I sent the link on your YouTube.
I don't know if you know, Baba. That petition, I spoke about it yesterday, and I also said it earlier today that personally, if you go onto MaiyegundsDiary Politico, the petition is there. I even had to add £200 to promote it. So if you check, you can tell that when we checked it last night, it was 58,000 or something. Now we are close to 70,000 since then. Oh, nearly 80,000, right? So on my own part, I have managed to do that, sign it, share it, promote it, and we are going to get there, I believe.
Thank you very much.
Nice all about.
As a reminder, let you see people let them get the message and sign.
They should. Thank you so much, Baba. Nice one, eh? So, sorry guys, I'm going to try and fix my phone connection to make sure that, where is that? One sec. So let's see if this works or not. Right, I hope this works. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello, sir. For the sake of for the sake of I want to bomb me. Anybody to first saw any of our languages and all that, just remember my friends, okay? Please mix them up. Don't make your 5 minutes call, 2 minutes, 3 minutes call completely Yoruba for their sake. I want to beg us, please. Baba, go on.
Maiyegun.
Baba.
Kini mo fẹ́ béèrè ibi tó ti ná máa sign fún Yorùbá kìíní nation. Ibi tó ti ná máa sign báwo la ṣe lè get here báwo la ṣe máa get here orí platform la máa lọ tàbí fẹ́ get here.
Jẹ́ kí n share pẹ̀lú wa báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe béèrè yẹn ṣe get. So mo máa post sí inú comment yẹn sìn. Tó bá jẹ́ orí Facebook or YouTube lẹ́wà. So ẹ máa rí comment sí látọ̀dọ̀ Maiyegun. Now, nǹkan tí kò máa ṣe ni pé ẹ máa click, ẹ máa open ẹ̀. Now, tẹ́ bá open ẹ̀, ibi tó máa gbé yín lọ, máa fi wọ̀nyí lójú screen nísìn. Tẹ́ bá ń wo screen yín láti lé ń bẹ̀ yẹn. So, tẹ́ bá open link yẹn, ibi ló máa gbé yín wá. Now, ibi tó máa gbé yín wá yìí, let me refresh that by the way. So, ibi tó máa gbé yín wá àṣẹlẹ̀ yìí, then ẹ máa stroll down. Now, ní abẹ́ ní abẹ́ ẹ máa rí form yẹn gangan petition yẹn. As mo ń tọ́ láti show you the screen ṣe ti get in so very straightforward.
Ní abẹ́ ìwò ń bẹ̀.
Kí lẹ rí sir?
Maiyegun ní abẹ́ ìwò níbẹ̀.
Tẹ́ bá dórí website yẹn ṣe rí. Tẹ́ bá dórí.
Mo wà lórí YouTube now. Mo wà lórí YouTube now.
Orí YouTube lẹ wà báyà bí. Ó ní link kan nínú comment. Link kan wà nínú comment.
Okay.
Tẹ́ bá ẹni láti click kẹ́ open ẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá click ó máa gbé yín kúrò lórí YouTube. Á gbé yín lọ sí nǹkan tó wà lójú screen báyìí. Tẹ́ bá ń wo screen yín láti lé báyìí. Yorùbá Independence Cities, So tẹ́ bá click link yẹn, ibi tó máa gbé yín wá lélẹ́yìí. Now tó bá gbé yín wá síbí yìí, the next thing ni pé ẹ máa scroll up like that. So tẹ́ bá wo lábẹ́ after image ó ti ń sìn, ẹ máa rí form yẹn níbẹ̀. Form yẹn lélẹ́yìí. The band will screen in right now. You can do that after the phone call, sir. Yeah. But the band will just screen in right now. Check it.
Yeah.
So form yeah. Only 790,000 or so to sign, yeah. So
okay.
I mean, sorry, 79,000 rather. Killer, sir.
Mo ní àwọn èèyàn tó pọ̀ tá a fẹ́ sáìn yẹn. Torí ẹ̀ ni mo ṣe ní wàá pè lálẹ́ màá lè find out.
Link ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́ máa copy tẹ́ máa forward sí wọn. Moment táwọn ọba ti open ẹ̀ ibi tó máa gbé wọn wá lélẹ́yìí ojú screen tẹ́ ń wò lójú screen yẹn. Ẹ kàn ní kó lọ sábẹ́ yẹn kó stroll ẹ̀. Ẹ máa rí form yẹn lábẹ́ and they can just fill it. Orúkọ, email, maybe your phone number if you want to. I mean, ẹ jẹ́ kí n stroll ẹ̀ up here. Òun lélẹ́yìí ẹ lè fi abere ṣọkùnrin lóyún àbí nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn sir. So you can check that out, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much. So I have another person on the line. Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mr. Maiyegun.
Oh, brother, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. God bless you, Mr. Maiyegun.
And you too. Your name, sir, if you don't mind.
You've been...
Sorry, say that again.
My name is Idris. I'm calling you from Dallas.
Idris, bro. Sir, you're live.
Yeah, Mr. Maiyegun. I've been on your program for the past, let me say, 18 months now.
Wow, thank you.
And I do listen to you when I'm at work, but I'll be like, Kilalai Insecurity. So what I was like, okay, let me just take my time and listen to Mr. Maiyegun. Let me just cool down, calm down, guys.
Let me just 10 minutes. Let me just listen to him like 5 minutes and even hear what he's saying.
Thank you very. I was even at work that very time, that very day. So I was like, when we started listening to you, I was like, man, about you make sense, so about you make sense, so. And since that day, Mr. Maiyegun, I've never missed any of your program.
Thank you.
Even though I missed it, when I get home, I'm gonna go on the replay.
And go and watch the replay. That's right.
I watch the replay. So when I watch the replay, then I started seeing koolu coming up again. Then I'll be like, that's really late. They call himself White Lion. Then I started listening to White Lion. And then I compare whatever you say to what koolu is saying. I'll be like, oh my guys, it don't make sense. I'm not seeing it make sense. Then I think it's high time we need to move out of this country called Nigeria. It's not working.
No, it's not.
Mr. Maiyegun, even we that we are in the United States, we are not finding it easy like that, but we thank God. We thank God for life. But we're not actually finding it easy. Being a second citizen in another person's country is out of it.
No.
So my prayer is, okay, let Yoruba nation come to fruition.
At least, Benny.
Please, I'm a citizen of Yoruba nation.
With pride.
Okay, citizen American. With pride. Thank you very much. With pride.
Instead, they turned us into defenders of, I keep saying that on this program. Many people have affirmed that too. They say, everywhere you find yourself, they'll be like, are you a Nigerian? And you're like, yeah, I'm from Nigeria. Oh, that's a big country. They'll start mentioning footballers or musicians, right? Then the next thing they will just be like, oh, Boko Haram, terrorists, bad guy. Then you find yourself defending that and say, yeah, it's true, but that one is other part, not in the north, not in my area. My area is very cool. Meanwhile, you are lying to yourself. Have you ever found yourself in that kind of awkward situation before, or many times, defending Nigeria?
Man, I'm tired of Nigeria, Mr. Maiyegun. Even right now, even when people ask me, where are you from? I'll tell them, I'm from the Yoruba nation.
Exactly.
They'll be like, I've not heard about that before. I say, okay, it's beside Nigeria. Only beside Nigeria, I've not heard about that before. We are trying to get our own self-determination soon. That's what I'm going to tell them.
And
so don't think I'm not. Yeah, since last year, I was supposed to renew my Nigerian passport. I was feeling so reluctant to go and do it. I always feel so reluctant to go and do it. Like, okay, I have to travel all the way to Atlanta to go and get this green passport again. Like, àyàfi tí Yorùbá nation tètè àṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí ó tètè happen so I can't wait even àwọn ará bíṣẹ́ mi kan bá sọ fún àwọn ọjọ́ tó ní ká sign petition yẹn á ti bá mi some of my Yorùbá people ó yára fún ẹ̀dá mo bá wọn sign fún ara mi even though you don't believe in Yorùbá nation and you still believe in one Nigeria let me still sign this one for you when Yorùbá nation now come to Christmas you want to be in one Nigeria you want to be in Yorùbá nation then you start deciding on that.
You can choose you can always choose. You know, people. You are living in America, Abi. Some people can go and live in Nigeria because they may still keep the name, but it's none of our business, Abi.
Because I have to tell them, this thing we are doing is not actually, it's not for us. It's for our unborn generation, the ones that are the ones that are growing up right now, the little kids that are growing up. It's not really for us because let me tell you, I'll be 39 this year also. So, I know struggle. So somebody should find more. Somebody live good life. You know what I'm there.
I mean, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy talking to you today.
Thank you as well.
I'm so happy.
I appreciate you, Baba. Let me take another one. So I have another person on the line, which I'm going to tell to give me a quick sec. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, ma.
Yes,
ma.
You're really your platform is the weapon of your platform is truth.
Yes, ma'am.
Your weapon is truth.
That's right.
And that is what is the most important. That is why I don't want to miss listening to you every day since I joined you.
Bless you.
And I all the other your platform is full of literates. Not the illiterate who like abusive words. God will bless you.
Amen.
And you'll be sorry everything that you need to keep secret about this, our man. Please keep it secret.
I will, ma. Yeah, materialize pé kò ṣe gbogbo aṣọ là ń sá lórun lóòótọ́ except fẹ́ni tó kàn fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ fáwọn ariwo pé káriwo lè sọ pé ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni meanwhile you know it doesn't really work that way.
You're not one of them.
I found out.
Yeah, you're not one of them.
No, I'm not.
You're not one of them.
No.
That is why I love your platform.
Thank you.
And I'm praying as a deaconess and a deaconess and a prayer warrior. I'll continue praying for you and your family.
Thank you so much.
What you are doing, you don't know it now, but the way God will reward you, it will be so abundant, so big, so great that God will be so surprised with that. You will open your mouth to ask, is it God? This is God, though. You will know it is God, not you, not anybody. We will continue to put more money on that.
We'll meet our target, of course.
That donation, then that bank account, I've already put another 50 pounds there.
Bless you.
And I will continue to put money there. Everybody, and I'm appealing to every member of this platform, every member of Maiyegun platform. Please let us continue donating. Let us continue putting more money there.
That's right.
With money, even in the Bible, book of Ecclesiastes says, money says all. Money says all. Money has power, and the number of people have power.
Yes.
The two we have. Your platform will continue to prosper.
Amen.
And we must use it. Your platform will continue to prosper.
Amen.
Your life will continue to prosper.
Amen.
Your family will continue to prosper. In the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
God will make your children leaders of nations.
Amen.
You too, you will be leader. You will lead nations. So in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Nìbàdàn, I'm on the line of Ìyálóde.
God bless you, ma. You know, to one with dickness. God bless you, ma. Have a nice night, Yes, ma.
And you too. Thank you. God
yes, ma. So that's dickness, amazing woman, honestly. Hello. Oh, I'm going there, Baba. Yeah. Hello there.
Oh, this thing for you first, Maiyegun.
Say that again.
Hello. Let me sing for you. The song was
for me, Baba.
for somebody else.
Yeah, and that song was not meant for that person. You know, you married that song. Let me sing it.
Please.
Maiyegun olórí wa ye, olórí wa jọ̀wọ́, ìwọ là wá agbójúlé, ìwọ là wá fẹ̀yìntì. Maiyegun dákun jọ̀wọ́ má má dá wa o, àbígbò ọba yẹn. Ọlọ́run fọ̀run kẹ́ bàbá tó kọrin yẹn. Alhaji Dr. Sikiru Ayinde Barrister. Maiyegun, I've been following your program for the past, let's say, 2 years.
Bless you, Baba.
And each time I try to make a phone call to connect with you, always proof abortive. But tonight, it's night that I have to speak with a great man of our universe. And you are the blessing to our land in Yoruba land.
Thank you.
If you are not recognized in Nigeria, you don't have to be. As long as you are recognized in Yoruba land, and that is all we need. And for everything you have been doing all this while, especially the one you did in a recent time about Oloye Chief Sunday Igboho. In fact, I always pray for you.
Thank you.
In silence.
Thank you, sir.
Because you are our pride.
Thank you.
And God will always protect and guide you and give you more knowledge. I might not agree with you all the time, but I agree with you most of the time. So that is enough.
Yeah, it's
because
enough.
You have to have a room for. So you should, you have to have a room where people can criticize what you do.
We should leave a room to disagree. That's what makes us not a zombies and all that,
Exactly. I am calling you from London, and I'm so happy tonight that I come in this generation because you're part of this generation.
God bless
you. You are doing so well.
Thank you. Thank you.
In fact, I don't have much to say tonight than to thank you for everything you've been doing on this, your platform. Your temple is definitely a temple of the truth. Maiyegun Politico. Maiyegun General.
God bless you, sir.
I'm going to call next time to contribute to the program. But right now, I'm just calling you to commend you, for the good job you've been doing all this while. I really appreciate you, and God will bless you, bless your family. And we can't wait to receive another bundle of joy from you, as you said.
Well. I think it's going to be a bigger one, sir. Everybody knows about it now. It be like everybody got the plan. I mean, I know.
Yeah. Because you said it, I have to tell you that what you are doing, nobody can thank you enough for it. Because you give us the details of everything, how everything is going. And look at what is happening around them now. Is it that you be MC, is it that you be Chief Nobu, everybody, is it that Baba Kabiru, everybody, they are now taking their receipt one by one and having their breakfast. As at when
they said, they will self-destruct. We'll just wait and watch. That's it.
We are waiting. Although we don't have anything against Nigeria, but we need our
just
own
don't want
land.
to be part of the arrangement anymore. That's right.
And that shouldn't cause any problem.
No.
The referendum was done in the UK in a recent time, and it didn't cause any problem. No. So why is it going to cause problem when it comes to our turn in Africa or in Yoruba land? I just don't understand why these people cannot see what we have been saying all this while. Is it that you are old or you are young, unless you are just stupid? You can see clearly that Nigeria can never be one. We are never one, and we will never be one. Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba will always live separately because we are not the same country. That is why these Oyibo people.
Yes, sir. When we were living when we made the arrangement, I think there was some level of modicum of respect because Yorubas were able to do all we were doing, and they were respected because we were handling our own affairs. And since then,
and before the independence, Yoruba did so well to fight for the independence. But let me tell you, sir, the independence that we took then was borrowed. This Yoruba nation independence is the one that we really need.
I believe
that will make us our own country and people will recognize us in the world.
Yes.
So if that is not done, okay, now let me tell you something, sir. You said, okay, we can't let Igbo people come into power because they will break Nigeria. And you claim to be one Nigeria. How is it going to be one Nigeria one of the regions.
When the Igbos cannot be president, when this one cannot be that, where we are actually like, it's a country where everybody is suspecting each other. And then you want to still say you are one. How? When are you going to tell yourself
How are we going
truth?
to be one? Explain to us how we are one, because we are never one.
We are suspecting ourselves.
Imagine Nigeria was born
suspecting themselves.
Nigeria was born in 1960. No electricity, no good roads, no hospitals. And this is the same person that campaigned against medical tourism. And look at what he's doing with our money.
Exactly.
Going abroad like in the history of Nigeria. I have never seen any first lady that lives outside the country. Imagine first lady living in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So that is telling us that Nigeria is gone. And Nigeria has broken long time ago, because in Nigeria, we have got different set of people, and they know themselves, and they are living in their own country within themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we want to make it official, it shouldn't cause any wahala now.
Shouldn't. That's why we need the people on our side, and we have to do everything to get them on our side. We will do it all. We're going to do it all. Yeah.
We've tried it, and let's just go about it, because that is what we need and that is what we require.
Yes.
And that is what is going to make us feel comfortable. Maiyegun, are you happy that you're living abroad?
No, I'm not. I mean,
when you know that when you live in your own land,
man.
Exactly. When you know that in your own land,
have it better.
Nobody's
Yes, I could have it better
doing
there if it was actually allowed to have it better. Of course, I'm with you.
We have got the opportunity, and we've got human resources, we've got natural resources, we've got mineral resources. What else? In the UK, you are living as I live. Do they have any mineral resources? Their mineral resources is just you and I.
No.
It's just you and I, everybody of us. So why are we?
We are the resources.
Yes, we are the resources. Exactly.
Depot,
and
sir,
if they can be,
you are so right.
Yes, if they can be giving us what they are giving us in the foreign land. You live in Nigeria as a foreigner. You live in outside the country as a citizen. So what are we talking about?
Yeah, they call
it doesn't make any sense. Exactly. You're in Nigeria, you live like a foreigner in your own country. You're in Nigeria, you live abroad, you live like you're in that country. Maiyegun, I don't want to take much of this time because I want other people to talk. I'm just happy tonight that I could have this opportunity to be able to talk to you.
God bless you. You have a good one, and I hope I will speak to you again.
I hope so too. My name is MJ Salam.
Say that again, sorry. MJ
Salam.
MJ Salam. I'll remember that. God bless you. Stay safe, Baba.
All right, you too.
MJ Salam. I wish you guys see his picture. Is this, I love that voice that comes with that face. Trust me. I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, Chief Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
I will continue to bless you. I did took more loans like that.
Barrister Detokumbo from Ireland. I'm so happy that you have always been like keeping it as a date with us, and I'm happy you're on the line tonight. So, sir, what do you have to add to it for us?
I'm still very loyal to the platform.
I know you do. I know.
Precisely, you are doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Just keep on doing. You can see people from all over the world. They keep on praying for you.
I know.
There's nothing in age other than that, because you open a transparent platform whereby everybody brings its own opinion, and it's working out.
Yes.
Like I was just on one of the forum, and the guy was telling me in some stupid platform you see 900, you see 1.7 million watching, but they are all rubbish. They are not helping you. They are most of them. They are on Yoruba platform, but they are doing rubbish. But in your own platform, if we are just only 900 or 700 or 400, we are okay.
And we are also resourceful, sir. Do you know that? No matter our number, we are so resourceful on MaiyegundsDiary Politico. Have you noticed that?
I'm telling you, you are 100% correct, because we have professionals, people of good caliber in your platform. It's not how far, but how well.
That's right.
Just keep on the good job. Regarding the rumors going out within some level regarding kidnapping or no kidnap, about Chief Sunday because some people they come on platform that they attempt to kidnap.
I don't know why people make up all these things, right? Even if you hear information that maybe you're speaking to somebody and they said they heard something, that doesn't make it right for you to amplify.
Yeah.
I wish we have an ethic code for social media broadcasting. I actually do wish, but hey.
Yeah, I was supposed to talk to him this night, and he said there's nothing like that. So, said people don't.
There's no threat. There's nothing to worry about.
So we according to the last caller, and we appreciate we could just continue raising the fund we are raising.
Yeah.
It's not for only that purpose alone.
No.
That shows the kind of what platform are we. Even though if it is £5 every week or £5 anytime, you can donate in any month. It doesn't mean that your name has to come up on the
if
air.
You don't feel comfortable with your names coming online, you can do it anonymously, of course.
It's anonymously. It's fantastic. Just keep the job. Let me allow other people to
Thank
call
you so much.
Thank you very much.
You just wanted to touch base tonight. Is that what you're doing? Touch base.
Yes.
Let me just touch base.
Yes, my Lord. All right. Thank you so much, bro.
Nice one. So I'll take another one. Another caller on the line. Let's hope that is connected. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Baba. How are you? Well, one more team in the wrong code as well. Go on. Wahala no they finish. They say wahala be like bicycle. You know they finish. So no kill yourself. Me, you no kill myself because of them. Trust me.
Yeah, because every day sad news. So to see wahala say man, don't want to be married into your law. Nígbà ọkọ àti ìyàwó mo ní mi ṣe mọ́ kò ń ṣe dandan náà. Kò kí ń ṣe dandan náà. Irú wàhálà wo lélẹ̀ nítorí ọjọ́. So gbogbo àwọn àǹtí wa gbogbo àwọn sísá wa ló ti tó lóṣó. Gbogbo àwọn ọkùnrin wa tẹ́lẹ̀ kémi tó kúrò lé almost 18 years ago. Kí n gbóyè ọ̀hún mọ̀. Iṣẹ́ everywhere tramadol. Ìlú ti wá dàrú. Táwọn olóṣèlú àti Ọlọ́run nítorí Ọlọ́run kò dín everywhere gbaná gbogbo ẹ̀.
Tó bá sápátá ìsìta ẹni àwọn ń sìn báyìí sìn, ó máa gbọ́ lọ́dẹ ni. Tó bá sá bọ́ksà ìsìta ẹni àwọn máa gbọ́ lọ́dẹ ni. That's how mental things don't go in that place, Oba.
Yeah, at this time of the day, kò sẹ́ni tó lè rò pé òun fẹ́ kúrò láti Èkó mọ́ lọ sí Ìbàdàn àbí láti Ìbàdàn mọ́ lọ sí Èkó. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa rò.
Now, you have to
ní Scotland ló bá wù ẹ́ lè gbéra kẹ́ wọnú mọ́tò yẹn mọ́ lọ London.
Bó ṣe wù mí àbí.
Ọ̀nà epo ní òjé. Epo ní òjé. Tàbí gbẹ̀wọ̀n wá ń tẹ́tẹ́ ẹni tó tún wá ń jà fún ìgbára wa tó fẹ́ gbà wá là ẹ tún fún un lọ́rùn. Sunday Igboho kí lọ́mọ ọlọ́pàá yìí ṣe fún yín kí ló ṣe. Àwọn kan máa sọ pé bó ti sọ ìlú rí láyé Ládọjà láyé Ìbàdàn láyé àwọn bàbá Adéjìbú gbà pé ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀bó náà ti jẹ́ ìtorí ẹ̀ èèyàn lè fi bẹ́ẹ̀ èèyàn lè gbé kí nǹkan tó ṣe ń gbà ẹ̀ tó ń bá wọn bàlújẹ́ ni.
Oṣù mi o ṣé àbó olóko Fúlàní wọ̀lú nígbà tó ń bá PDP ṣe àgbà o.
Ìgbà tó tún jáde nítorí ayé ìgbẹ́ kí ló mú ẹja àtẹ̀ máa rántí gan kí ló mú Ìgbòho jáde tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí complain ọ̀rọ̀ ìlú yẹn náà ni gangan.
Gangan yìí ni òkè Ògùn gbogbo òkè Ògùn yẹn ni gbogbo Ìbàràpá méjèèjì gbogbo àwọn ìlú yẹn ń bẹ̀ yẹn under threat ni.
Ó dé bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń wá wọn kó bò wá látẹ̀yìn láti wájú Fúlàní wá gba àdúgbò wa gbogbo àwọn airport wa sí port wa ibi gbéyàn bá fẹ́ di mọ́tò láti Scotland ẹ̀ wà bẹ́ẹ̀ o ló tẹ̀ bí ọ̀rẹ́ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ bá gba mọ́tò Fúlàní ni ó mọ̀ bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ títí jẹ́ bá sì wá níbi ẹ̀kẹ́ bá fi in Berlin bẹ́ẹ̀ bá lọ sí àlẹ́ ẹ̀rọ báyìí ọlọ́ọ̀bá mi kọ́ sọ́ọ́ mi báyìí Christian yóò like everything tell lọ sí Nigerian embassy in Berlin, you will be surprised. You will be like, Ibola West, I go the gate area also. Meanwhile, the German New Water Carrington, number 15, Lagos Island. You will be surprised. Maximum security, very beautiful garden,
and then vintage house there. Like say, don't nail if you don't get business for here.
Baba Boko ti wà níbí. Hausa gan tún wà bẹ́ẹ̀ Fúlàní bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn yóò dúró sẹ́ni ọ̀nà do you have your invitation with you ìwọ́n mọ̀ sọ gáàmà tàlẹ̀ ń bá sọ gáàmà èbó tẹ̀ lé sọ ẹ fẹ́ máa bá a jáde èbó tẹ̀ lé sọ So now, I mean, this thing is getting so ridiculous. Like, it's not even only in Nigeria. Even to the day that embassy Wakakiri, that I won't say, because I put the booklet because I move 100 Dirowa or move 200 Dirowa.
Fast forward.
Àtìgbà tí kí lorúkọ ẹnìkan kọ̀ lọ́jọ́ tọ́sí alẹ́ tó ló sọ pé ká pọ́n èdè wálé ní Brazil wọ́n allow Yorùbá to be officially taught in their schools. Only bọ̀bọ̀ white boy tó bá fún wọn ṣe bíi TikTok àwọn comedy skits nǹkan òyìnbó ní skits báyìí tó ń sọ Yorùbá ó wà ní University of Ibadan ìgbà àwọn gbọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ìbọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀ I was so amazed. Ó sọ pé àwọn agbẹ́ àpọ́n èdè wálé àpọ́n àwọn àṣà àti ṣe àwọn ìṣe wálé. Ìgbà mi ìwé tí n bá lọ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi lórí street tá à ń sọ Yorùbá báyìí wọn àánú kó dá Yorùbá mẹ́rin tó kí n bì sí ọgbẹ́ àbórí sá wọ́n kúrò wọ́n sì dè mí. Ṣáyí tá báwọn bá wá sí ìlú wa sí German kan wọ́n mọ̀ sọ lójú títì. Kí ló yẹ mi ṣe lè sọ èdè mi ayé ìgbà mo wà nífẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn èèbó máa ń wá sí skul wa tí wọ́n àwọn ṣe Yorùbá studies.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni wọ́n kì í ó dàbí ẹni pé wọ́n sì ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ dọ́là o.
Wọ́n ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ dọ́là ìbílẹ̀ ni mí. Bàbá jàgẹ̀ lọ sí pàtí bá ṣe ìbò ẹ̀rọ pẹ̀lú Yankee wọ́n bí mi sí ni. You wouldn't believe me, bro. For real, that ain't no lie. You wouldn't believe it. Dàgbẹ́ pé bàbá yìí gan orúkọ ló máa ń sọ ní Yankee. Àwọn èdè wa lè dé West Africa. Kàmáṣe Yorùbá nation no going back. No going back. Ìkọlù lè gbà wálẹ̀. Àwọn Awólọ́wọ̀ gba advantages. Mo máa ń bá àwọn pàdé mi discuss. Bàbá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ wọ́n máa ń sọ fún ọtí àwọn advantages tó wà behind being Yorùbá and seeking our own country. Mo máa ń refer wọn lọ sí ayé ìgbà bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ àtijọ́ sọ kí ní ìrí láyé ìpàjọ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ for the record NTA Ìbàdàn first television àfi University first premier kìíní Cocoa House gbogbo àwọn kìíní yìí Awólọ́wọ̀.
Free education, free healthcare, qualitative.
That free education of Wetin bàbá mi jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ ìyá mi jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ gbogbo a generation wa OAU la lọ Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀ University gbogbo lọ ti ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó jára kọ̀kọ́ ayé ìgbà tí wọ́n tún mọ̀ fún oúnjẹ ní Mọ́remí hostel OAU dáadáa Mọ́remí hostel inú hostels wa awọ wà Fájuyì wà ìkọ̀ǹkọ̀ gbogbo àwọn hostels wọ́n máa ń pín oúnjẹ fún wa èlò wọn sọ ẹ̀sìn sáàmì 90 naira. 90 naira fún bíi student fees nǹkan kan. Right? All these things were there in those days. What will fuck everything up? The person go to one on strike and sing to your law. Kí ni advantages Yorùbá nation one? I will tell you of those things. Ayé ìgbà gbogbo àwọn kìíní ìkọ̀kú wọ́n ti ṣe o. Àgbẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ṣe gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yìí. Ayé ìsìn yìí ń wá ní crude oil. What is discover epo lẹ́kọ̀ọ́? A ní góòlù, a ní sílvà, a ní epo rọ̀bì, a ní gbogbo nǹkan.
A ní timber, a ní òkúta, a ní gravel. A ní granite. A ní kí ló àti wá ń fẹ́? A ní gbogbo nǹkan Ọlọ́run di bless wa ni a nílẹ̀ tó dáa a lè gbìn nǹkan a ní. So these advantages I might capitalize on these, create all these establishments that will make us perform. Ó kọ́ di bí country tẹ̀yàn dá. Ayé ìgbà yẹn tá à ń ṣe ìgbọ́mọ̀ sọ fún opportunity cost. What's opportunity cost? It's an alternative for God. Nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Nàìjíríà. Wọn ò fẹ́ fọ́gó ọ̀tá àtàwọn tó ń jẹ àjẹbánu àjẹbálá àwọn rádaràdá rédèrèdè tó ń ṣe bálabàlá ara.
Pẹ̀lú gbogbo owó tí Tinubu ní ó yẹ kó sì túmọ̀ ronú pé òun fẹ́ lọ ṣe ìlẹ́sìn again ẹ̀ tó yẹ kó lọ ṣe ń bẹ́ẹ̀ ara lè. Ó sì tún bá kò tí ìbò ó tún fẹ́ dà lúrú sí pẹ̀lú gbogbo owó wèrè tó ti kó jẹ́ kí ló tún wà. See what is there? What a Yoruba nation now no going back. Which Sunday go free the Kanu. We want all our people free. Freedom.
God bless you, Baba. Nice one. I love that. Thank you so much, Clement. So you see, this guy now multi-purpose. Oh, this Clement guy. Yeah, some of you didn't know that Clement the talk since already. Now the guy is somebody that comes in different forms. See how he was speaking Yoruba like somebody from Ogumosho. That's who he is. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
One name, the number.
One name, the number. God bless you. Baba, how are you tonight?
I will always thank God this thing for you that The music goes like this.
Osita.
Never mind them. Onukuru njoge kuma. Angana hanti na fage kwoku kukido ha. What it means? Never
Tell
mind
me.
them. The mouth won't talk bad before it will later talk good.
It will later talk good.
They will
The word
talk
of
good
the
about.
elders.
Yeah, they will talk good about.
Amen.
They will confess what God has deposited on you. Keep doing what you are doing.
I will.
You are not doing it for any human being, but you are doing it because God has sent you. God has anointed your mouth.
I believe you.
Even in differences, I used to tell people that sometimes maybe he will speak against generally your belief. But the most important thing is that you have to think about is where is he coming from and where is he going to.
Right.
That is the most important thing.
True to that.
Sometimes, maybe when you say because of the passion, the way it is in your heart, some people will get offended.
That's right.
But they seem to think it's being offensive. But it's not offensive.
No.
It is because of the weight that you have carried, the load you have carried. And I used to tell people, the only way you can shed that load for that person who you know that is telling you the truth is to let him let it out.
Let it out.
So, my brother, keep doing what you're doing.
I will.
Don't stop saying it. Keep saying it. Keep talking. And as you keep talking, even your enemy, those people that you want, it's not as if you hate anybody, but you want people to have a rethink.
Yes.
You want people to repent from their evil ways.
Yes.
That is the thing. I love the conversation. One of the callers who said something, and I like when conversation wants to start. You want to ask. You start it by asking questions. Ashimo, is it by force? Ashimo, is it by force?
We know they do again.
But yeah, Ashimo, is it by force? Yes. Well, we know they do again.
We know they do again.
But but my own answer is that I keep saying we will be the one to dictate what our future, the future of our unborn children, of our born generation.
Osita, I believe you. We have to be part of the planning for the future that we are going to feature in, and our own children too. Keeping us out of it is no longer acceptable. You can't plan our future for us. We have to be involved.
So, I look at it, I live in the United States of America. I have rights here better than I have back home in Nigeria. I remembered when I traveled last, some policemen, they stopped me in the car, and when they stopped me, I didn't know that even Lagos State Police, they are using, the Lagos State, they were using therein too. They stopped me because I'm used to it here. So I obeyed them and I stopped.
You quickly...
But but I stopped in a place whereby there's a lot of people watching. So when I stopped, so one of them now came into the car. He was now talking, and I asked him. I didn't say anything. So he was looking at me. I do clean shave. So he's confused if this person is a military officer or not. Because of the cars that
the kind of car you're driving.
Yes, I make sure it's military kind of resemblance.
Right.
So he looked at me, he asked me for my driver's license. I gave him my driver's license. And I saw it was foreign. And I said, oh, God. In short, we could forget this thing when they happen here.
Just find us something.
Just find us something. I go talk to my boys. Just find me something. I said, what do you want me to do? He said, with this thing that I gave him, I now know that I'm not a military. I'm not a force man. That it is himself is not happy. He is not happy staying in this country. But what did I tell him? after I gave him what I gave him, I gave him that thing for New Year. I'm not told him.
I mean, I'm not really against tipping them because we know Nigeria, we know how it is.
Yeah.
It is the aggression, the entitlement that gets people like me angry. Like, why are you angry?
Yeah.
Why are you upset? Because I said I won't give you money. Like, you know what I mean? But go on, Osita.
Yeah. My brother's landlord, I have his card. My brother's landlord.
Right.
I have his card, and this card he's a lieutenant colonel.
Right.
So I gave him that card too and showed him. Probably he thought it was me because I didn't tell him. He wasn't looking at the name on the driver's license.
Right.
So he now said that they themselves too, they want to leave this country too and go and live a better life. And I told him that this is what you guys are doing. There are some commands that you get. You don't. I'm not asking you not to obey your boss, but there are some commands you get. Instead of you to be part of that command, you leave that premises. You leave your job. Because every fight that everybody is fighting for the betterment of this nation, it is not necessary that we are the ones that is going to
benefit it.
But think about it. Yeah, think about it. Your parents did not enjoy the kind of facility that you enjoyed today. That is because some people made sure that facility is there for you to enjoy. Yeah. I said most of us will live abroad. We don't want to live abroad because in abroad, we have limited access to whatever we want to be or whatever we want to achieve.
That is right.
I don't care what people say. And they'll say, I come in here, I floated the company, I did this. I said those things are second class. If you can float that company back in the country where you come from, you will notice there's something different.
That's right.
So what am I trying to say? The ball is in our court.
It is.
Nobody's going to do it for us. No. Let's not think, that the United Nations, because let me tell you, the white people that we are crying to, don't want Yoruba nation, they don't want the IPOB to come to fruition. All they want is they want us to remain the way we are so that they can reap up the benefits that is coming from that land of Africa.
That's right.
That is, when you are looking for the Garden of Eden that God talked about, that Africa is the Garden of Eden.
I mean, they've discovered that, haven't they? They've confirmed that already, I believe.
Yeah, that is where it is. You look at where the Nile River flows into. It is right there in Africa. It is iconic. It is the land that God has blessed. Nice. So what do? They plant chaos within us. And this is why some people, I look at it and I say, where did Tinubu come up from? Where did Umahi come up from? Where did all these people come up from? I don't understand. Look at what is happening in National Union of Road Transport Network or whatever.
Right.
I know all these things. If Tinubu if he's listening to this program, let me tell him, federal government the Fulani government, they are coming after you.
Of course.
They are coming after you. They are breaking all your hold. They are breaking all your hold gradually, bit by bit. By the time they come after you, nobody's going to cry for you.
Nobody's going to cry
for you. It's the one. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Osita, that's another one from my own great brother, Osita, one named the number.
Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir.
Maiyegun the 8th, not the 8th star, the 10th-star general.
Yes, sir.
You hear me, so?
Yeah.
My brother.
How are you, sir?
I don't hear, but I did fine. Right. I don't hear many people they talk this evening, My belly pain me, my belly sweet me, but they can just drop my own quick. Because I thank God for you, thank God for your platform.
Thank you.
Thank God for the grace way they give everybody made them talk. I don't call about 300 times for a convo.
So sorry.
But well, they like go. So
I mean, you're alive. You're there with me. Somebody is asking you that if you're alive. I mean,
no, he say you na redneck general na B-52. That I also
get so many titles, Baba. I get so many titles. Some of them I don't even know them, but I believe that they are powerful titles. Honestly, trust me.
It is well. Make I drop my own.
Please.
No, not just two things. First, I just want to appreciate all the effort you put.
Thank you.
Number two, I hear somebody talk about they not get mineral resources. Now I say no, the guy don't know. Then get Coke and Fanta. You know.
And that's a very big one too.
Yeah, they get Coke and Fanta, and they can't get us when they use as
their they exploit as well. But we don't get choice, because even as it looks like, say, they give them too much, we also feel like what they are giving back, they have made up for whatever we are giving to them. Since where we are coming from, we never get anything so close, do we?
Not so. We don't. So then the next one, say I drop one by one, bullet point. The next one, now Wetin I dey pray say make all people where they come from that place where they call Nigeria, the indigenous people, and they especially the Yoruba people. One must say, téèyàn bá fẹ́ ṣe kò ṣe mọ́ náà ìgbéyàwó téèyàn bá fẹ́ fọ́kọ mọ́ ta ló kọ́ mi ta ló kọ́ Yorùbá. God punish them. Fulani na if na anything na my ìyàwó, no be my ọkọ.
So Nigeria to us as a Yoruba people don't ever think say Nigeria won't break up with us. So now we be all we won't break away from the arrangement.
Who be Yawo? No, they insult us. Now we be all if any marriage deal, now we be all you know.
Bless
so
you.
And finally,
yes, sir.
Finally, I won't beg you. You know, say I tell you, I leave one message for you on the 27th. You know. I don't know whether you don't go listen to that message, where I tell you, say, I dream, say, then release Sunday go. Down a week before then release them.
Yeah.
And I tell you, say, now me and you can they look for how to what to do to settle Sunday go. When I can't wake up, I can't the one that say, if they don't release them, why would they look for how to settle them? But so I get that trouble in my mind. When I start to read Bible, I can't say, Psalm 31, and I write down for that message. I beg, let me send Psalm 31 to this guy. Make it a pray. So a week after, we hear say they don't release them. All of us we celebrate. Now my birthday, sir. I didn't release them. I even forget to tell my say now my birthday present.
Happy birthday, Baba. You know, it's so significant and symbolic. Many people said they did similar thing. They saw the sign, this and that. And when it came to pass, right, their joy knows no bound. Trust me.
So, but here the end of the day, you know, say me, I come here 3 days ago, say now with condition, say the guy no feel leave Republic of Benin.
It's a lie.
Which is a lie.
Igboho is released. Now, let me say it to you, right? Igboho got released unconditionally. I won't say more than that.
Okay, hallelujah. Because now in lawyer talk more.
Don't mind. You know, sometimes you put things out there just because there are things you want people to take. You know, now you are remembering that they said that, Abby.
Praise God.
But like I'm saying to everyone on this platform, right? It's unconditional. It's not this. Again, is fine. Like I said, there's nothing like that.
So what you mean, if whatever happens, then we still make sure say our resources they available
intact. Exactly. Our what do you call it? There's a name for it too. I think they call it your security.
Intervention pocket.
It's our security safe.
So we thank God. You won't make your contribution now. Which day on there? So the guy where they holla me say you be redneck general that day here. So my brother.
Don't worry yourself, Baba. Everybody get title for me, and when they have the chance of telling me, they tell me about the titles. That's why I said I just believe that all the titles are very powerful because the passion at which people tell me them, Maiyegun, you are now 10-star general. I said that's a very powerful. It must be a powerful one. We'll make it powerful anyway. Thank you, Baba.
Bless you. Now, B52 they talk to me, now Rodney, brother. You don't see my message for your WhatsApp, yeah?
Bless you, Baba. Nice one. I appreciate you. So that's a good one. I love the vibes. I love the move. And I love you, my friends, because I think that's what makes it a substance. What have you? Yeah. Hello there, sir.
Yeah, Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is Akiolafe.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say thank God, thank you, and thank everybody on this platform.
We are grateful
for
thank you.
Their generosity, for their good mind, and for having, because something in this life is very, very hard to trust. Trust is something that is not all that easy to give to people.
It is.
Just like you give them a love. Anyway, I just want to say thank you all. And thank you for Shifoloye Adeyemo Igboho that was released recently. I just want to tell you that I've worked with the Bandits, the owner of Naira Pool.
The Naira Pool,
one in Naira
the Bandits.
Yeah. I've worked with Brother Aleke Badero, who died of prison.
Yeah.
And a lot of Baderos who are my friends too.
You know, Baderos are kind of hot-head. You know that, and there are some cool-headed ones, eh? So if you have worked with a lot of them, you have a lot to share about Baderos. Trust me.
Exactly. That is why I told you when you are coming to London, I will give you a kokore and all those stuff when you come.
Bless you.
One thing I just want us to do, there are two things to appeal to our people on this platform.
Please.
Is that first, we should continue to donate. Like what you said.
Yeah.
We donate for some situations that might come. Like this is what they call we should just be prepared, you know. And the second thing is that this Yoruba nation, please, I will advise, I will beg all of us who have signed, tell your friends, tell your families, circulate this thing on the Facebook, on the WhatsApp, try to get the message across so that we'll be able to get this thing as quickly as possible. And then the next thing is that before United Kingdom, we have Yoruba Kingdom.
That's right.
We have Igbo Kingdom. We have Kingdom. We have systems of administration that are in vogue before these people came to Africa to colonize us. And I think because we give ourselves away. Now this is the time we have to take what belongs to us back. Not from them, but from our own people that are selling us, that are deceiving us because they don't think of tomorrow. They don't think of the other people.
No.
Just like the Yoruba kingdom system of administration, they have system of check and balances.
That is true.
Yeah. Yeah. We have all these houses. We have the kings, the chiefs.
The house of chiefs. You have the kings. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and the Omoja too. Even the Omoja can even rebel against the king.
Yes.
If he violates the rules or the culture of the Israelis. The same thing applicable even in Benin Kingdom. I was told in the history that even the China, this China wall, Benin Kingdom have got their wall before the Chinese got here.
Before they built their own Chinese wall.
Yeah. So which makes us to be we have these resources, human resources. Look at the Yorubas all over the world. Look at what they're doing technologically. In the administrative sector, you find them. In the health sector, you find them.
Finance, international politics, international relation, law, and all that. Name it. Research, science, and all that.
Yeah, and you just sit down, look at what look at you. You've been in this country for about 8 years.
That's right.
Look at now, you have captured the minds of so many people because of where you come from. Where you come from is what that really matters.
That's right. And then I have access to the resources that could make me express myself enough to win the heart of so many people. Because this same thing, I probably would never be able to do it if I was in Nigeria, where everybody agrees that I wouldn't be able to do it. Therefore, the world may never know me, and I may never be useful. Like people are now saying, oh, you are so useful. We are so proud of you. So you are right. Access to these resources, which is what is lacking where we come from.
Yeah, this is exactly what is happening in Nigeria. A lot of young people, they have resources. When you look at Facebook, you see some genius coming out from this
place.
All because of lack of job. I could remember in the 70s when you get out from a school start, they will give you a flat No, yeah, they give you a job. You have a ready-made job. If you are a graduate fresh from the university, they give you a B2 and a flat.
That's right.
Because they are encouraging people. But this government is discouraging government. They don't have, like I was saying to some people some time ago, it seems maybe something happened within the spiritual realm that the angels release all his devils to come and dominate Nigeria and destroy it.
It's a shame.
If we allow our minds to be used.
I mean, like then, to continually be used, manipulated. Then on the other hand, expecting a miracle. No, we are not going anywhere. Then, so we will not allow that, sir.
Even the Bible says that says, watch and pray. Are we watching? Are we praying? What is our prayer for? You don't sit down and talk about say the miracle should fall down, that you are looking for job, and you don't go out outing for job. You see? So we need to do something like what you've done, Maiyegun. I'm so glad. I thank God. I'm sorry for talking for some time.
What do you mean you're sorry for talking for a long time? You have been making so much sense. I wish I could be talking with you all night, but you know that we won't do that. Yeah? So thank you for that.
So finally, please donate and encourage others. Please vote for Yoruba Nation.
Thank you. You stay safe, sir. Have a good one. So I have one more call to take, and that is going to be us tonight. So sorry that I won't be taking some others. You know how we do it. Hello there. Agujegbe. One name. Thank you. How are you tonight?
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Good one, Baba. So yeah, you're alive. It's been a while. I've not heard from you in a while.
Yes, so no, the line too much now. I don't call today like 100 times.
Bless you. I know, Baba. It's a bigger day.
And I'm using the opportunity to greet everybody on the platform. They have been doing well.
Yes, we are. Thank you.
That with the donation, I really appreciate everybody's effort.
Thank you.
And I know some people will be, behind the scene trying to see how the scenario of the money is going to cause a calamity. But if they wait for
a tough one for them, yeah.
If they wait for that, the good part now they're going to see.
You know what I sense is that the only thing that people like that are going to have problem with is that how can you just say how can he just say they give them 1 million? Can he not give them 100,000? You know, that kind of a thing. But again, I have been told that I've personally told myself that once I sense it's right, I will do it, and we will not care about people like that. Not really. You get what I mean? Because you cannot do without them. They will always be there. They will always be there, waiting. So there are people that have been waiting for 8 years so that people can say, this Maiyegun will not tell you it's not fake. 8 years. Yes. So imagine how long they are still going to wait.
Yes, you are right. So
you're not bothered about them at all. I'm not.
Yes. So what I really have to contribute tonight is to appreciate everybody on the platform for their comments, for their contribution.
Thank you.
As a Yoruba citizen, mo fi gbogbo àsìkò yìí náà kí gbogbo Yorùbá tó wà lórí platform pé a kú iṣẹ́, a kú ètò, a kú prayer, gbogbo àwọn tó ń pray, gbogbo àwọn tó ń contribute to the growth of this platform. I wish everybody good luck.
Thank you, Baba.
So point kan tí mi fẹ́ mú jáde ni pé mo máa miss Yorùbá àti English so that káwọn tó gbọ́ Yorùbá náà lè understand.
So if you can help me mix up with Igbo, if it's strong, that I'll make it make sense. I'm with you. You are my last caller, so I'm with you.
So on this platform, I really appreciate the there's one particular guy that I don't know, maybe it's the Yoruba or Igbo boy, normally speak Hausa. Maybe it's from the northern too. So that guy, I used to wait for
he was born in the north and he was raised in the north, so that makes him that's typical Nigerian. That should be the real Nigerian. Person where we say can speak Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba conveniently. Now them be real Nigerian, but they are rare. They don't reach 1,000. Baba.
Yes. I really enjoy the guy. The top.
Amazing guy.
So, to speak your language to me is very, very important.
Yes.
Apart from pé I learn English, Yoruba is a sweet language. Ní America lèmi wà, ní America ń bí báyìí. Àwọn míì wọ́n mọ̀ pé Africa is a country. I mean, it's a continent. So, where are you coming from? They say Africa. They'll say Africa. They will just stop there. They believe Africa is a country because they don't know much about Africa. Some of them even like, báwo ló ṣe gbọ́ English? I was like, báwo ló ṣe gbọ́ English? Because they are proud of their own language because they don't speak English and they're in America. You see, if everybody can be proud of their languages, I believe things is going to work well. For instance, agbèrò yìí kí lorúkọ whatever. Mo rí yìí tẹ́ ṣe ní recently jẹ́ pé èèyàn ló ń ka paper fún. If you cannot speak English, speak Yoruba. Àwọn tó ń most majority tó ń control ní Lagos State ẹ̀dá Yoruba.
Don't so exactly.
80% of people in Lagos they speak Yoruba. So when you go sọ nǹkan táwọn èèyàn máa understand, don't be a coward of your language. Don't be shy away from your language.
Of English,
yeah.
Like that. Say, you cannot even speak good English. I say, can a good Englishman speak a good Yoruba language like me? Can he? Can he speak fluently and make sense? Of course, he won't. He can't.
Recent visiting of the vice president to Poland. The president was not speaking English.
He was speaking Polish, and being a postcard. Wait till they talk there.
It was also there. They are proud of their language. Then you go and look for interpreter if you want to understand what the man is talking about.
Get interpreter. That's true.
And what do I believe one thing is that if we are speaking your language, they use it to teach you anything, you understand fast. Because when I was in secondary school, a lecturer told me, when you read a question, if you don't understand it, try and translate it to your language.
And you get a better understanding, possibly.
You get a better understanding. Because God has created you with that language. Know what you can do with that language.
Exactly. Now.
It's not on the street. It's English we pick on the street. We even pay for it to know how to speak it. So I'm urging everybody, please, if your kid are speaking English is just the second language. See, I feel communicate. But some countries don't even care about the English. One of the richest men in China who speak English, only investments in America. Only like GM Glass. GM Glass, America, China, Malora, on Sheto company here. The Chinese don't speak.
Àwọn ọlọ́run interpret fún ni àmì ọ̀sọ́ ọmọ máa interpret àwọn tó sọ fáwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ tọ́rọ pé àwọn tó fẹ́ ta fún náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, àwọn mọ́tà tó wà ní English ni wọ́n kò kàn.
Kí ló kàn? They are going to be his own staff anyway, so yeah. Ó máa rà wọ́n rà wọ́n, you know.
So, and this platform is getting stronger because of the community that you build, and it's not by doing this all alone. It's the effort of
it's not by might or by your wisdom. It is the collaboration of people who believe in it and they gave it life. That's what happened to MaiyegunSDiary Politico. People gave it life. They gave this platform live. They gave it what they believe they want it to be. A bigger microphone, mouthpiece for them that can do anything. And I believe so, honestly.
Yeah. I really recommend a good thanks for everybody. I clap for them. I clap for everybody. I clap for everybody for all the work. Yeah. All the work done. So I'm using this opportunity also to pray for all the people in Nigeria, because naturally, if Nigeria is good, believe me, nobody wants to leave. No. Coming here, some people are not happy. Some people may be regretting, why did I even come here? Because when you leave Nigeria and come here, you start from scratch all over again. Because one, our education, they don't even value it. You cannot present your certificate here and you get a better job. They will be telling you what are your experiences. Your experience is back in Africa. You cannot go anywhere.
Thank you so much, Baba. We are going to all wait for Baba Ketoye tomorrow. And tomorrow promises to be a very, very beautiful day. Promising too as well. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, Baba. You have a good one, okay? You have a good evening.
You have a lovely night.
I will. Thank you so much. So this is where we're going to draw the curtains tonight. Again, I have enjoyed myself with all of you this evening. And I bet some of you also enjoyed yourselves, right? So if you are still watching me, before you go, okay, just you can still like the video, share it if you haven't shared it. Do that before you go and don't miss tomorrow, okay? 4 p.m. Nigerian time, and I think it's going to be 3 p.m. UK time tomorrow. But if the time changes, of course, just know that 4 p.m. Nigerian time is going to be the time we meet. So set your time, set your alarm and all that. And I'm going to see you here tomorrow. I hope I'm going to have a Baba, Alana of Ilana O'odua, Professor Banji Akintoye is going to be with us. And whoever else likely to join the conversation, I'll let you know beforehand. So thank you so much once again. And I'm going to see you some other time. Remember, you can still like the video. You can still share it. And then you can join me some other time. If this is your first time of watching Maiyegun, you need to subscribe. Right, under that channel, subscribe. And I'm going to see you some other time. Good night to you all.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Tí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì